Chapter 57. I call in some favors. Texting and calling didn't work, so I sent a raven. When I told TJ that I was having trouble getting in touch with my cousin, he looked at me like I was dense. Just send a bird, Magnus. Oh, stupid me. I'd spent months in Valhalla not realizing I could rent a raven, tie a message to its leg, and send it to find anybody in the 9 worlds. Whole thing seemed a little Game of Thronesy to me, but whatever. It worked. The raven came back promptly with Annabeth's reply. We coordinated train rides and met halfway between Boston and Manhattan, in New London, Connecticut. Annabeth was there before me, standing on the platform in jeans and sandals and a long-sleeved purple shirt, with a laurel wreath design in the letters SPQR, UNR. She hugged me until my eyeballs bugged out like Thringa's. I was so relieved, she said. I never thought I'd be glad to see a raven at my window, but... Are you okay? Yeah. I had to suppress a nervous laugh. Because okay was a stupid word to describe how I felt. Also, it was obvious Annabeth was not okay either. Her gray eyes seemed heavy and weary. Less like storm clouds today and more like fog banks that couldn't quite lift. A lot to talk about, I said. Let's get some lunch. We got a table on the deck of the Muddy Waters Cafe. I suppose the place was named after the blues musician, but it seemed a little ominous considering the waters I was getting ready to sail through. Annabeth and I sat in the sunshine, ordered Cokes and cheeseburgers, and watched the sailboats heading out to Long Island Sound. It's been crazy in New York, Annabeth said. I thought communications were only down among demigods. I mean, my kind, the Greek and Roman, but then I realized I hadn't heard from you either. I'm sorry that didn't dawn on me sooner. Wait, why are communications down? Annabeth poked at the table with her fork tines. Her blonde hair was loose around her shoulders today. She seemed to be growing it out. It caught the sunlight in a way that reminded me of Sif, but I tried to shake that idea. I knew Annabeth would destroy anyone who dared call her a trophy anything. There's a crisis happening, Annabeth said. A god fell to earth as a human, these evil Roman emperors are back, causing trouble. Oh, so just the usual, then? She laughed. Yeah. Somehow these evil Romans found a way to mess up communication among demigods. Not just the usual magical kinds of talking, but also cell phones, Wi-Fi, you name it. I'm surprised your raven made it to me. I would have come up to Boston to check on you sooner, but... She shrugged helplessly. I've had my hands full. I totally get it, I said. I probably shouldn't be distracting you. You've got enough to deal with. She reached across the table and squeezed my hand. Are you kidding? I want to help. What's going on? It felt so good to tell her everything. I remembered how weird it had been the first time we'd compared notes. Her with the Greek gods, me with the Norse. We'd both left that day feeling like we'd overcharged our batteries and our brains were melting. Now, at least, we had some kind of framework to build on. Sure, it was still ridiculously crazy. If I stopped to think about it too long, I'd start giggling like a lunatic. But I could tell Annabeth my problems without worrying that she wouldn't believe me. It made me realize how much Sam must appreciate being able to be totally truthful with a mirror. I told Annabeth about Loki's escape and Sam's idea for tracking him down. About an icy harbor at the farthest borders of Jotunheim and Niflheim. Or Scandinavia. Whichever came first. A boat trip, she said. Oh boy. That brings back painful memories. Yeah, I remember what you said about sailing to Greece and... Yeah. I didn't want to bring up all that horrible stuff again. She'd cried when she told me about the things that had happened to her during their voyage. Especially how she and her boyfriend, Percy, had fallen into some underworld place called Tartarus. Look, I said. I don't want to put any pressure on you. I just thought... I don't know, maybe you'd have some ideas. Some pointers. A train rumbled through the station. My view of the bay flickered between the rail cars like an old, out-of-alignment reel-to-reel movie. You say you have problems with the sea gods, Annabeth said. Yeah. Ran, this bag lady with a net. And I guess her husband hates me now, too. His name's Aegir. Annabeth tapped her forehead. I need more memory storage for all these names. Okay, I don't know how this works with multiple sea gods. Are the Norse ones just in the north and Poseidon's in the south, or do they, do a timeshare program? I remembered an old cartoon with sheepdogs punching time clocks as they came in for different shifts, to keep the wolves away from the flocks. I wondered if gods had punch cards like that. Or maybe they all worked from home. Could sea gods communicate? I don't know, I admitted. But I'd like to avoid getting all my friends drowned in a tsunami as soon as we leave Boston. But you got some time? Until this summer, I said. We can't leave while the seas are frozen or something. Good. We'll be done with school by then. Finally graduated. I don't go to school. Oh, okay. You meant we as in you and your boyfriend. Exactly. Assuming he passes the semester and does okay on his standardized tests. Assuming these evil Roman emperors don't kill us all and destroy the world. Yeah, Loki would be seriously ticked off if Roman emperors destroyed the world before we got to start Ragnarok. We should have enough time to help you. At least compare notes. Maybe call in some favors. What favors? Annabeth smiled. I don't know the ocean very well, but my boyfriend does. I think it's time you met Percy.